Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a company that seems to be juggling more than just numbers. Let's see if they can keep all the balls in the air or if something's about to drop. Cycurion Inc. just released an important update, and things might not be as shiny as they appear on the surface. A possible removal from the stock exchange? That's not exactly the kind of news investors like to hear. But before we dive in, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. This is a Form 8K filing, which companies use to report major events that shareholders should know about. Think of it as a report that can be about pretty much anything like a big win, a big loss, or big changes in the company. The date to keep in mind is June 6, 2025. This is when all the events discussed in the report happened. The company we are looking at today is Cycurion Inc. They're incorporated in Delaware and their main office is in McLean, Virginia. Cycurion has common stock and warrants listed on the NASDAQ. Warrants give the holder the right to buy the company's stock at a specific price. It's like having an option to buy something later at today's price, hoping it goes up. The report highlights a couple of key events. First, they released their financial results for the first quarter of 2025. We'll get to that in a minute. Second, they announced that the US Securities Exchange Commission filed a notice regarding the company's previous listing. Basically, they might be getting kicked off the NASDAQ. Let's talk numbers while the filing mentions a press release about the financial results. The actual numbers aren't in this specific filing, so we are unable to discuss those in detail here, unfortunately. The company also announced that the SEC filed a Form 25. This form means the SEC is notifying everyone that Cycurion might be removed from the NASDAQ. This is generally not a good sign. Think of it as the SEC sending a "we're watching you" signal. Now it's worth paying attention to the forward-looking statements section. These are basically disclaimers where the company says, hey, we're making predictions about the future, but things could change. They use words like believe, expect, and anticipate, but also admit that actual results could be different. Cycurion highlights a few specific risks: their ability to respond to NASDAQ's questions, their ability to meet NASDAQ's listing requirements, and their ability to file all their reports with the SEC on time. These are all pretty important for a company to stay afloat on the stock market. Failing to meet these requirements could mean they get delisted. The filing includes a couple of exhibits which are basically attachments. These are the press releases we mentioned earlier. Let's zoom out and look at the big picture. Cycurion seems to be facing some serious challenges. The potential delisting from NASDAQ is a major red flag. It suggests they might be struggling to meet the exchange's requirements, either financially or in terms of reporting. That Form 25 can scare away investors. Without the financials on hand to analyze, it's hard to say exactly how well they are performing. It seems they had a business combination with Western Acquisition Ventures Corp, and they have units, common stock, and warrants. It is important to note that warrants are usually considered to be dangerous, since they allow people to buy stock later, but also dilute existing shareholders. The whole point of warrants is to raise capital for the company. The forward-looking statement section is filled with uncertainty. The company admits that things might not go as planned, and they highlight specific risks related to NASDAQ compliance. This suggests that they are aware of the challenges ahead. Overall, Cycurion seems to be in a bit of a precarious position. A potential delisting is a major concern, and the lack of detailed financial information makes it hard to assess their true performance. Investors should proceed with caution. Alright, that's our breakdown of Cycurion's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.